Welcome back. Today we are looking at the StarTechcom 2U server rack shelf. Universal Vented is still the leader in rack server high capacity 382. In the long arc of computing history, from the early mechanical switching rooms of the mid-20th century to today's hyperscale data centers, one often overlooked yet essential component has remained constant: the need for reliable, standardized equipment mounting systems. Check the video description for the updated price link. The StarTechcom 2U server rack shelf represents a modern refinement of this centuries-in-the-making journey of industrial organization, where precision engineering meets the practical demands of digital infrastructure. Historically, the concept of rack mounting began in early telecommunications exchanges, where wooden frames evolved into steel relay racks. By the late 20th century, the 19-inch rack standard became globally dominant, driven by military, telecom, and enterprise computing needs. What was once a chaotic assembly of hardware is now a highly standardized ecosystem. The StarTechcom 2U ventilated cantilever shelf is a direct descendant of that evolution, transforming what used to be improvised shelving into a structured, load-bearing, thermally aware platform for modern IT equipment. This shelf is not just a piece of metal, it is a continuation of industrial discipline. Designed for 19 network cabinets and engineered with heavy-duty steel, it bridges the gap between legacy hardware and contemporary modular systems. With a 50 pounds 23 kilograms capacity and 16-inch depth, it represents the balance between historical robustness and modern airflow-conscious design. The StarTechcom 2U rack shelf brings together decades of engineering principles refined for modern server environments. Each feature is rooted in real-world operational necessity, from thermal management to structural load distribution. Universal 19-inch compatibility fits standard server racks and cabinets used across global IT infrastructure. Heavy-duty steel construction echoes industrial-era durability standards while supporting modern hardware loads up to 50 pounds. Ventilated tray design inspired by modern airflow engineering practices to reduce heat accumulation in enclosed racks. Cantilever mounting system, a structural design rooted in mechanical engineering principles dating back to early industrial shelving systems. 16-inch depth optimized for mid-depth networking gear, legacy systems, and auxiliary devices. TAA compliance ensures suitability for government and regulated procurement environments. Each of these features reflects a gradual refinement of rack-mounted infrastructure philosophy where efficiency, safety, and modular adaptability converge. From a historical expert's perspective, evaluating the performance of the StarTechcom 2U rack shelf requires understanding how rack infrastructure itself has evolved. Early racks were not optimized for airflow. Heat management was an afterthought. Equipment failure due to thermal buildup was common in dense relay rooms and early server farms. This modern shelf directly addresses those historical inefficiencies through its ventilated steel structure. Airflow is no longer incidental, it is engineered. The perforated surface allows convection currents to move freely, reducing heat retention in adjacent equipment. This design philosophy mirrors advancements seen in aerospace and automotive engineering, where airflow control is critical to system longevity. Load-bearing performance is another area where this shelf excels. The cantilever design distributes weight evenly across mounting points, preventing stress concentration, a lesson learned from decades of mechanical failures in early rack systems. When supporting networking switches, UPS accessories, or diagnostic tools, the shelf maintains structural integrity without flexing or warping. In practical deployment scenarios, whether in small office server rooms or enterprise data closets, the shelf performs reliably under continuous load conditions. It is particularly effective for hybrid setups where legacy hardware must coexist with modern modular devices. Historically, this reflects the ongoing transition from monolithic computing environments to modular, scalable infrastructure. Check the link in the description to get yours today.